With blasters out like the Spectrum, which hit 90 FPS stock, a casual nerfer may ask the question, why is the Nerf Stryfe loved so much? There are many reasons that the Nerf Stryfe is loved so much, so I'll get right in on the reasons. One of the reasons that people like the Strife is due to how much you can customize a Strife. For example, do you want your Strife to fire halflings? Do you want a metal cage? Want your Strife to look like a rifle or a bullpup? Do you want your Strife to fire both half and full-length ammo? All of this can be done, and this is just a few examples of its customizability. There are many 3D printable add-ons or mods to this blaster, and you can purchase several things off of companies like Worker. You can also heavily modify these blasters, which leads me to another reason the Strife is loved so much: how moddable they are. This reason goes a little bit hand in hand with the last one, but I'll still explain. With blasters like the Gryphon and FDL-3, which is sadly out of production, this may confuse you. Why use a Strife when better exists? Well, first off, the Strife is injection molded, and that alone can be the turning point for people. Second off, once again, the amount of aftermarket mod parts and kits for the blaster is rivaled by no other flywheel blaster. The third reason the Strife is loved so much is because of how compact it is. Keep in mind, most games I play are humans against humans. I will get to HVZ later. In my Nerf group, everyone, besides Shadow, generally uses a Strife as a backup blaster, unless their Springer primaries act up. Since our games are a combo of CQB and long-range engagements, I like switching to the Strife when there isn't a long haul to be covered. It is also a blaster I pull out when someone is rushing aggressively up on me, or when I need to provide some cover fire for my team, or hold down a specific point or space in close quarters. With this, I can get to my fourth reason, which applies to almost every single flywheeler. The rate of fire is really good in comparison to a Springer, and is why people like using a flywheeler as a backup blaster. People generally don't like using flywheeler blasters as a primary because of their accuracy not being nearly as good as Springer blasters or HPA blasters. However, this rate of fire that you can get out of a flywheel blaster makes it very viable for a game like HVZ, where you definitely need a high rate of fire blaster, and a Strife can definitely do this. I personally believe that, honestly, the Tomahawk or the Villainator from Dart Zone would work better as a primary for HVZ, but a Strife would definitely be useful as a backup blaster in case your primary has some issues and you don't have the time to fix it. So back on to the normal topic of humans versus humans. I have actually won rounds using a Strife as a primary, so it's definitely doable. All of the gameplay footage I'm showing right now, I believe, is only Strife gameplay. And I have won some of those rounds if you're looking at the actual gameplay. I'll link in the description my 2 Strife gameplay videos. And this is all the reasons I think the Strife is loved so much. As usual, thanks for watching. See you next time on the channel.